NXT Great American Bash Night 1. This show, overall, I'd say it was good. I mean, the main thing people care about, and the main reason you're probably clicking on this video, is Sasha Banks versus Io Shirai NXT Women's Championship. That, I thought, was actually really damn good. Really enjoyed it. I think the whole dynamic of Sasha versus Io in NXT, it was just awesome. Sasha's first NXT match since TakeOver Respect, like nearly 5 years ago, so I think that was awesome. This match made me change the channel from AEW Fighter Fest to this, because this, just in so many ways, is just captivating. It's just a dream match. It's a TakeOver main event tier match, and I thought both women delivered. I thought the finish they went with made sense, helped build to Extreme Rules. I thought, if you haven't seen this match, go and watch it. It's definitely worth a look. I think it was very entertaining. That the crowd, the PC Performance Center talents or whatever, actually added to it. Bayley at ringside really helped. Sasha's entrance was cool. Basically, the match itself, we had Bayley. So Sasha and Bayley come out in like a takeover Sasha Banks like entrance in like a car, and then we literally have Sasha Banks like hitting getting a massive Frankenstein hit on her. There we go. So Io hit a massive Frankenstein into Sasha. We got some other good action. Sasha looked in a bank statement on Io. Io rolls through. That was cool. Then we got some other more good action. We had this. Io in a tree of woe, Sasha taunting. They're really playing up how aggressive Sasha was during the match. Some really good action, as I've said. Bayley. Then, the last couple minutes, Bayley got all involved. There was some BS and shenanigans with the referee. Like, the referee got distracted by Bayley, and the title belt got involved, and they were doing all this stuff. And then we have literally Asuka emerge from under the apron. Like, Sasha goes to grab the women's tag title belt. Asuka emerges up, grabs the belt that Sasha's trying to grab, spits green mist in her face. Then we have Io rolling up Sasha for a near fall, and then Io proceeds to hit a moonsault. 1, 2, 3. So Io Shirai retains over Sasha Banks. Perfect finish. It sets up Asuka versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title at Extreme Rules. Really good, entertaining match, which I genuinely believe was worth your time. It was worth watching. So that, 100%, it was the best thing out of either AEW or NXT tonight. It just was. It was the most captivating on paper. It was a TakeOver main event tier match. We didn't get any commercials during the match, which made it that much more captivating. They didn't try and do a picture-in-picture or cut away. Like, we got a full, 15-ish minute match between Io and Sasha, and that was really good. So, I mean, that was that. The rest of NXT, it was what it was. I feel like I say that a lot with wrestling nowadays, but it was what it was. Personally, I found the Keith Lee, Adam Cole video package to hype up their winner takes all match next week. I thought that was fantastic. Keith Lee, Adam Cole, that video package was just class. It was edited amazingly. Keith Lee, he makes the match feel so important. Adam Cole talking about how Keith Lee's a failure in all the big matches he's been in, and how Adam Cole literally looks like some random 16-year-old, and Keith Lee looks like this big, grown, Zen man. Awesome stuff. I can't wait to see that match next week. Hopefully Keith Lee wins both belts, and we can have Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross at the August TakeOver, which, it's kind of rushing it, but I don't really care at this point. You might as well get it over with. As you're seeing on screen, we have the set for Great American Bash. The set was really good. I really like the set. I think they did an awesome job. Alright, the look of the thing looked great. The music, the theme song they're playing during the show, I thought was really good. So, NXT, take a bow with that. Just the whole look of the show was really good. I think I'll take this moment here. If you're not subbed to my channel, hit the sub button, road to 600, and then 700, and then 1K eventually. So, yeah, hit the sub button if you're not subbed already. But yeah, the rest of the show, it was fine. Really, the main event, I feel, is separate to the rest of the show. The main event was awesome, captivating stuff, and the rest of the show was just kind of there, really. We opened the show with this match, the Fatal 4-Way Women's #1 Contenders Elimination Match. Tegan Nox, Dakota Kai, Mia Yim, Candice LeRae. Basically, an elimination match, as I said. Candice LeRae and Mia Yim got eliminated reasonably quickly. So we got a Tegan Nox, Dakota Kai back and forth. That's never bad. I think Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai, that's going to be the NXT Women's Championship program when Dakota Kai eventually wins it, probably from Io Shirai. I think that's the way to go. Dakota Kai wins it from Io in 5 to 6 months. I think that's the direction they're going in, giving Tegan Nox a championship match here, as she got the win. I think Tegan Nox getting a title match against Io Shirai makes sense. It's a easy retention for Io Shirai at the TakeOver show in August. Makes sense. and then Dakota Kai can challenge after that. So, yeah, good opener. Was this opener Fatal 4-Way women's match some amazing, blow-away, fantastic match? No, but is it worth a look if you haven't seen it? Yeah, sure, I guess. So, that was that match. Then, we got Dexter Lumis and Roderick Strong in a strap match. This was really everything you'd expect it to be. I mean, it's Dexter Lumis and Roderick Strong in a strap match. It wasn't, bad, but at the same time, it wasn't overly special. It went on too long. There was Undisputed Era interference. As you'd expect, Bobby Fish rushed down, and then Dexter Lumis just took him out. It was hilarious. Bobby Fish looked like an absolute clown. The match itself, obviously, it's a strap match. They're kind of limited. They can't do too much with the strap. Basically, just Roderick Strong taking the fight to Lumis, and then Lumis winning in the end. Lumis fights off the Undisputed Era. In the end, he makes Roderick Strong tap, so good to see Dexter Lumis getting a win. Where Dexter Lumis goes from here, I don't know. I really don't. They were going to do a tag team with Lumis and the Velveteen Dream. Velveteen's a whole nother situation, which I'm not even going to address now, so that's what we got there. As for the rest of the show, yeah, there really wasn't anything to talk about for the rest of the show. I mean, we got... What do we even get? We got Timothy Thatcher versus Oney Lorcan. I mean, it's a good match for WWE main event. It's a good match, just, if you don't care about storylines and having a reason to care, it's a good match. The styles of both men meshed really well. But that was really about it. I mean, seriously, outside of that, I just didn't care. Do you care? Does anyone care? Oney Lorcan, Timothy Thatcher. I mean, as you'd expect, Timothy Thatcher got the win, and as I always say, it was what it was. So, I mean, that was that match. As for some of the other stuff we got in this show, Johnny Gargano had this, backstage, mini scuffle with Isaiah Swerve Scott, which, personally, I'm a big fan of Isaiah Swerve Scott. I have been for ages now, ever since I saw him. But is this what we're doing with Johnny Gargano now? Johnny Gargano, literally a year ago, was at the height of NXT, and he's, slowly fallen down the card to a point where now we're seeing Johnny Gargano versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. I mean, it's not a bad program, but it just, how far Johnny's fallen. Isaiah Swerve Scott, okay, is what it is. So, we got that. Then we got this, Rhea Ripley versus Robert Stone and Aaliyah. Do I care? No, I really don't. It's Robert Stone. Robert Stone was the one who was puking literally 2 weeks ago. Rhea Ripley just destroyed them. Realistically, Robert Stone and Aaliyah got a tiny bit of offense in, then Rhea just won with this submission. So, yeah, it was just fine. It just, who is being overly drawn in by this? I mean, seriously, so that's what we got there. And then before the main event, we have to be subjected to the cruiserweight crap. So we get... Look, I'm barely even following this. This is the guy who was, what's his name, Phantasma in the tournament. He took his mask off, and he has these two guys who, I don't even remember their names. They're guys who were in the breakout tournament last year. He has the two sidekicks. He's cutting this little promo, and then Drake Maverick comes out. They beat him up, and then Breezango come out. And we get Breezango saving Drake Maverick. So we're getting this meme team of Drake Maverick and Breezango versus Legado del Fantasma. I just don't care. So that was NXT for July 1st, 2020. The Great American Bash. Overall, for night one of Great American Bash, I'd say overall the show was about a 6.5. I think Io and Sasha, as you're seeing on screen, they saved the show. They carried it. The rest of the show was skippable. So yeah, comment, sub, you guys know the drill. See ya.